Dr. Marshall Kuremsky. He is a co-founder and partner at Beyond Physician and also a partner at Loud Capital, a practicing orthopedic surgeon in North Carolina. He values creating opportunities for others with a particular affinity and interest in helping fellow physicians through their professional, personal, and financial journeys. And Marshall, you're always welcome. He has been a speaker at InnovatorMD, and he's great. So welcome, Marshall.
Thank you, Uli. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm glad I reached out. This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to present. Not many people know about what we're doing. We've been working on it for a year and a half now, and it's exciting, and we've kind of dripped it out along the way, built some staff, raised a little bit of money, made a little bit of revenue. And so it's time to really show this product to the world, because this is designed to help physicians. That's really what Beyond Physician is all about. So is it okay to get started and share my screen? This is about Beyond Physician. This is actually our investment deck that has been modified for today. So happy to walk through it. Thanks for giving us the opportunity. I am joined today by my co-founder and one of my partners at Beyond Physician, Brian Pennick. He and I are also partners at Loud Capital, and it was a real treat to be able to do my first startup together. He has experience in the startup world with some of his own successful ventures, but this was a first for me. So the thing about Beyond Physician is, so it is a physician, is a platform built for physicians by physicians, utilizing the resources that physicians have through their education and their medical careers. And what we realized was that there are a lot of problems that physicians are experiencing as individuals, as part of the system that healthcare is in, as part of the overall finance and state of the market. General attitude and morale seems to be dropping. And the people that have worked hard to learn this craft and provide the care, and people who went into this to really do good for other people, which is a privilege, the spirit has been broken for too many people. And this is sad to see for somebody who's in their mid-career like myself, who's really only ever wanted to do this. So we identified this problem and thought to ourselves, how can we create an organization and a platform to help physicians? So that is why we created this, a program built for physicians by physicians, as we understand the nuances of what's going on in the mindset. And this really did dovetail from our work at Loud Capital, speaking to a bunch of physicians who have partnered with us, invested with us, asked how they could help or get involved. The number of docs who want to do something other than full-time clinical medicine for 40, 50, or 60 hours a week is reaching all-time highs. So part of what we have here is a multitude of missions and goals, from education, investment options, expertise, and the ability to become an expert, and some opportunities. And all that fosters together to create a common theme called a community, okay? So the problem is clear. There is physician burnout. There are career choice and regret and remorse. There are issues with reimbursement, debt, financial issues, and there's dissatisfaction with bigger issues at play, like insurers, hospitals, and government. So Beyond Physician seeks to improve these problems and help physicians. So we built an online platform, a SaaS-based opportunity where users can come and grow and become the best version of themselves in order to help not only their clinical career, but the rest of themselves as well. Yeah, so Beyond Physician seeks to improve these problems and help physicians. And we feel like we have good insight into what physicians need because we're acutely aware of the problems. So this platform, this software concept, tries to reshape the landscape, all right? So we've listed a bunch of things here, from analogous consultant marketplaces like Upwork, freelance marketplaces like Fiverr, and a bunch of other medical related websites or Facebook opportunities or private groups, which are trying to generate expertise, opportunities, or investments for physicians. Physicians need help more than people realize, and they're asking for it and they need it. And somebody needs to actually provide the opportunities instead of merely a forum for discussion or an opportunity to ask questions. So Beyond Physician represents the complete modern solution. So in this regard, Our aim is to allow physicians to discover new ways to generate income, which is a very important thing for a lot of people, to develop their brand, to grow their community, to grow their network, and to connect with other individuals who are seeking the same kind of things in their lives as well, all through a different variety of techniques, products, and programming, whether you're a medical student, mid-career, early career, or retiree. So we offer a variety of options, including an online academy, project management, a marketplace for opportunities, third-party independent credentialing service, and expert consulting. So these are some, our website is live, okay? You can go to it, you can sign up and register. That would be really appreciated, and it's how our community grows. It's www.beyondphysician.com. So we have a number of different aspects to the platform there. For example, top left, we have profiles. So you get to create a profile. You can list your skill set, your experience, your expertise, all your social media platforms. We have third-party credentialing. So if you have expertise in being a medical expert for case reviews, and there is somebody who is able to testify or attest to that basis for you as an independent party, then our third party can independently verify that. So as individuals seek to distinguish themselves, for example, another example being as a public speaker, you can earn credentials that verify and speak to some level of expertise and professionalism that you may have that may make your services more attractive to somebody who's looking to hire those services. We have side gigs. So there may be attorneys that are looking for medical case reviews, and they need an obstetrician in Minnesota to review a case for them. So the goal, as we continue to build this, is for us to be able to link obstetricians in Minnesota that might be looking to do some work on the side for revenue with a firm that is looking for somebody to explore a case, okay? And then lastly, we have courses. Now, not only do we make our own courses de novo, but we can help anybody make their courses. We can also migrate and integrate any established course that you may have. So let's say you have a course that teaches somebody how to read x-rays or repair a laceration, or you'd like to learn some basics of entrepreneurship or investing 101, or hey, how do you diversify a portfolio? Or how do you start a company? We are developing courses for this. Nearly 20 courses already online and available. We even, most recently, the one we're proudest of is an introduction and an overview to options trading in the stock market. So we have a lot of product details here on Beyond Physician, okay? We have the Academy, we have a project management service, we have a side gig marketplace, we have credential verification, and then we have expert work as well. So there are multiple opportunities for income that have been listed here, including legal, startups, universities, and public speaking, such as lectures, advising, consulting, getting involved with local news media outlets and medical surveys. All of this factors into the services that we are culling and integrating into our site to provide that as a one-stop shop for medical students, residents, fellows, physicians at all stages, including retired physicians, to come so that they can learn, earn, and grow. So the user journey, all right, what happens when you come there? It could be for anything, right? If you are interested in learning how to start a business, we have people on the site that have successfully done that, who are physicians, who can speak to and are speaking to that, whether it's by taking a free course that you can register for and learn about it, to then taking a short quiz afterwards that indicates some level of competency, and then you can get credentialed as a public speaker or as a medical expert witness. We cater to students. We feel that medical students are completely undervalued and ignored in this entire process. They're useful when they become trainees during medical residency, but really, these students need to be looked after. We need to make sure that their passion and their spirit has been maintained and that they don't suffer burnout along the way. These are the future doctors that will take care of all of us that are on this call. And there's a lot of different other examples here. So, you know, Beyond Physician has lots of different applications. We are a online service and platform that is comprehensive. We bring physicians, students, and other interested parties in the medical sphere on as users. We also recruit other entities that are looking or have services for which they need physician expertise or intel or experience that they would like to hire a physician for example. there are multiple opportunities for revenue on the site for which Beyond Physician is a beneficiary. So these would include the expert consulting, our online academy, where we have both free and premium courses, project management, our marketplace, a directory service, and then third-party credentialing. The whole goal here was to create as many legitimate and robust streams of potential income and revenue that would benefit the site. Through this, those that are affiliated with the site or invested in it stand to profit as well. So we've amassed a group of people. Our top line are the three co-founders, including Naveen Goyal and Brian Pennick. The three of us are at Loud Capital together. Naveen and I are physicians. I'm currently practicing as an orthopedic surgeon. Naveen has retired full time. We have an advisory board. We have a couple of medical students who have been with us for over a year now, and then a team of executives and other individuals who are involved with us as well. And I'd be remiss, one of the interesting and unique things here, not only is this a startup company that is really seeking to grow and scale at this very moment our users and our opportunities, but this is sort of a seed stage investment opportunity as well. We're raising $750,000, of which nearly $400,000 has already been committed and raised and accounted for. These are small $15,000 units, which we think are very reasonable and attractive to the average investor instead of some other minimums, which might be much, much higher. This is a pre-money valuation of $7.5 million. This is our second raise. We previously raised $250,000 in under 7 days. Most of our investors are physicians, and we're extremely proud of that. The longer we keep that going, the more this is essentially largely a physician-run and owned entity, although we are not exclusive to that, but we're proud that the vast majority of them are in that regard. We can certainly go over any details of this, but what we really wanted to do was encourage people to come to the site, tell everybody about what we have going on, introduce you to the many different aspects that Beyond Physician is trying to create for a user experience, both for physicians and students, but also individuals, organizations, or entities that need physicians, and get the word out so that we can continue to grow this. The progress in the last 6 months has been excellent. And we're open for any questions. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to tell us about ourselves.
Thank you, Marshall. That was nice. All right, any questions for Marshall, Dr. Kuremsky?
I have one question. Basically, this is very interesting, falling into, I would say, creator economy, if I'm not mistaken, and helping other experts in the field to monetize their expertise. So your business model is based on revenue share with them, I was wondering, and because then it becomes basically you become a B2C, right? To bring a lot of users and buyers to this community of experts. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can speak to that briefly. The model's technically considered, again, Brian Pennick, co-founder, along with Marshall for Beyond Physician. It's technically considered a B2B to C marketplace. So we work with third-party entities that, say we have 3 organizations right now that are onboarding to host their content, some to develop content, some to run their credentials, that they have their own communities. So where we really become impactful is, say, you historically are providing a service to your community, or you're doing live sessions and you need to capture those in an archived format and then present those in a library where somebody can review a course, take an assessment quiz, and then utilize the skills that they've learned and apply them to actually landing a side gig. That's where we come in. So it's a full turnkey solution. It includes a CRM as well that has every email template. So you can think of us as a bit of your outsourced tech department, built specifically for the healthcare and physician community.
Okay, so because I was wondering how you scale. So you go to existing content creators with community, you empower them with tools. That's basically, you don't sign up users for them, basically.
Oh yeah, we absolutely do. It's all of the above. Yeah, we bring in users organically on the direct consumer side. B2B2C also allows for that direct B2B and the direct B2C component as well. Not to get too heavy in the startup jargon, but Yeah, we absolutely do court our own end users, but where we've been focused for the last year, as Marshall said, is this has been in development. And for reference, this technology is on its 5th generation. We have 4 other active environments that are producing revenue. One that's actually being sought after for an acquisition already. So, but yeah, no, we do work directly with other entities to assist them. We do court our own consumers. It's all of the above. And, as we showed on that, as Marshall showed on the reshaping the landscape slide, we can directly integrate with other entities as well. And we always see ourselves as, a way to empower a third party. We never see ourselves as competition.
Perfect. And we have a company we invested. They offer a micro learning application. It's perfect for this scenario. I would love to connect you with them and see if there is synergy. I think there is a very good way, additional tools for you to make available to both consumers and content creators and experts. So if you send me your LinkedIn, I will connect any of you. I would love to make that connection.
Awesome.
Perfect. Happy to.
That's great.
Great. Any other questions for Marshall or Brian?
Yeah, Brian and Marshall. So who writes the check? That's kind of the definition of the customer. You're inviting physicians and other healthcare people to jump online and see what you have, and it sounds like the menu is very attractive. But do I pay to get the service? Do you get a cut of my profits if I become the most successful West Coast speaker for physician lack of burnout? Or how do you guys get paid?
So look, we're really proud of this. All right. This is a physician-centric site. So the one thing that we insisted upon and the interesting thing for anybody who's done a startup, again, my first time through, you learn so much. As a venture capitalist, I evaluate companies. I look at startups and every aspect of it and try and tear them apart all the time. It's really different when you are building a startup. So as we tried to navigate through this, one of the very first things that we said we had to do, and we've never wavered, is when the physician sets their rate, we're not taking from that rate. Okay. So if they want $400 an hour to review medical legal cases for attorneys, and we're going to take 20%, then we're going to charge the rate will be $480. We'll take the $80 and the physician gets the $40. Okay. So we have to protect physicians. That's why this site exists. So it all comes from them. So, if we're helping you grow your network and your brand and bringing opportunities to you, then whatever it is that you think your time and your expertise are worth, you're keeping 100% of that.
Yeah, it's a reverse Upwork model, which is fascinating. And Marshall and Naveen were adamant on this. It was a learning experience for me. So all of the other transactional marketplaces, Upwork, Fiverr, all of them in general, they take money out of the seller's pocket, which would be the physician. In this case, we add a fee on top for the buyer because we have a matchmaking algorithm that does the search for them. So again, you get to keep 100% of your service rate. If you do have a course that you would like to host on site, we do take 20% of that course fee, but we proactively market that course to an audience. So if it's on investing, our system goes in, finds everyone who's either looked at investing pages, self-identified investing, or shows that they have historical experience through our credentials in investing, and we market it to them. So that's a differentiator between Udemy, Teachable, Masterclass, is we're going out and finding your audience for you. We also host all the content non-exclusively, and you retain the IP.
One other subtle point.
It's a percent of charges, not really a percent of your charge sharing, not revenue sharing.
Right.
One other subtle thing here, and it's important. It's a free marketplace. Physicians can charge or list whatever they think they are worth, and the buyer, if you will, the buyer of medical talent or medical expertise they're free to potentially negotiate on that, which we think is great. And we're not telling you what it costs to review a chart or get involved in a case. You determine that. If you're really good and you win all your cases, you should charge more. So one of our courses too is helping people become medical experts, and then what to do about that. Hey, you should set that up as 1099 work, through an LLC, and protect yourself. And people don't understand this, and it's basic to a lot of folks maybe on this call, but we just really want to help with that. That's the kind of stuff that I've been privy to along the way, and it's made a big difference. And these are the kind of things that can make sure that you sleep well at night, you're doing the best you can, and you're getting the maximal motivation, because it doesn't always come from your W-2 job.
All right. With that note, let's close this presentation. Thank you very much, Marshall, and thank you, Brian.
Thank you.